Hey lacquer lovers, welcome back to my Shades of the Season series. Today I'm sharing my monthly capsule collection, 10 standout polishes, new and old, with incredible colors and formulas that are perfect for this time of year. So with that introduction out of the way, let's dive in. First up is Chained Prince from Arcana Lacquer, a deep blue to purple multichrome with a scattering of micro hollow flakes. Reminiscent of a starry night sky, this shade is from their Resist the Urge collection, a tribute to Baldur's Gate 3. I swatched this when it was first released back in 2024, pretty early in my swatching career, but it's such a showstopper that I wanted to reshoot it with my improved skills to better capture its beauty. Next is Why God Why from Fail Polish, a brand new indie maker. I love trying new brands, and Fail Polish's nihilistic vibe immediately had me hooked. This was their very first release, a shimmery white loaded with pink, purple, blue color shifting shimmer, and it's a beautiful take on this style of polish. I used 3 coats for full opacity, but you can definitely get away with 2 if your nails are shorter. Now, I'm not much of a Mooncat stan, but I'll cop to buying the entire Join the Dark Side collection when it launched. And Star Destroyer is hands down my favorite from that set. Described as an icy blue-silver metallic flakie packed with silver flakes and micro hollow glitter, what gets me about this shade is how wildly reflective those silver flakes are. They're like tiny mirrors. Plus, that slight hint of blue in the base makes for such a chilly, wintry shade that couldn't be more perfect for the season. For our 4th shade, I have Black Friday Mirror from Apocalypse Polish. Inspired by Netflix's Black Mirror series and released for Black Friday, this is a charcoal gray-black jelly packed with black holographic galaxy glitter. The dimension in 3 coats is just stunning, though honestly, it looks great in 2 as well. And really, no winter collection would be complete without a few darker, moodier shades. Next, we have the Soul Magnetic Polish in this month's lineup, How Froze It from KBShimmer. This magnetic polish had an exquisitely icy color palette, shifting from a pale silvery aqua to mint, then pale pink, before morphing into lavender, all over a deep opaque black base. When I was painting, I showed this in 3 coats on my thumb, but it was completely opaque in 2, and I'd strongly recommend sticking with just the 2 coats. This is Sisu from Kathleen and Co, a pale blue base with glowy blue shimmer. As pretty as this shade is, and it is quite pretty, I'll admit I hunted it down primarily for the name. Though it's technically named for the dragon in Raya and the Last Dragon, having lived in Finland for nearly half a decade, my association with Sisu is as one of Finland's core cultural concepts. While the word doesn't have a direct English translation, Sisu embodies resilience, bravery, and extraordinary determination in the face of extreme adversity. And it really does encapsulate the Finnish mindset in just a single word. Now that we're past the holiday season, we can move on from those bright, cheerful reds to something a little bit moodier. This is Bitten from ILNP, and it's a deep blood red jelly base with red to gold iridescent flakes and a sprinkling of holographic sparkles. Honestly, I don't know why I don't see more rave reviews of this shade. That deep red is such a timeless color, and it's one of my personal favorites from the brand. Next is The Birth of Venus from Fauve Cosmetics, inspired by Botticelli's masterpiece of the same name. It's described as a dark charcoal to aqua crelly thermal with red to orange aurora shimmer, orange red gold iridescent flakes, white pearl flakes, rose pearl micro flakes, and dainty gold holo. I'll be the first to admit that that's a lot going on in a single polish, and this level of complexity in a thermal is basically unheard of, but let me tell you, that extra effort does not go unnoticed. This is such a gorgeous, stunning shade, plus both the soft seafoam warm state and the taupey charcoal cool state happen to be some of my favorite colors. Have you ever sat outside on a cold winter night and watched the snowflakes fall? That is exactly what this polish evokes to me. This is Silent Night by Goodnight Polish, and it's described as a dark blue jelly with silver glitter. The jelly base is a buildable, rich color, and I definitely recommend 3 coats for maximum depth and opacity with this shade. For our final shade, I have Frozen Hollow by Prism Parade, which is a chilly winter green. This frostbitten sage lacquer features both a glowy green shimmer and microfine holographic glitter. While this may not have been the flashiest shade from the Frostborn collection, it is my personal favorite. It's such a beautifully icy green, and those flecks of holographic sparkle, chef's kiss. And that is my seasonal selection of shades for January. I hope you enjoyed seeing my choices, and I'd love to hear what you think, maybe even what you would put on your list of seasonal favorites down in the comments. And as always, please like and subscribe if you'd like to see more videos like this one, and maybe check out these videos YouTube thinks you might like. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.